The Grouch takes over the Live Free and Ham podcast. Next on Live Free and Ham. Hello, and welcome to the Live Free and Ham podcast. This is our weekly show where we discuss all things ham radio from New Hampshire, New England, and beyond. We are thrilled to have you here, whether you're a regular listener or whether you're tuning in for the first time. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Let's get into the show. I'm your host, The Grouch, call sign N1OG, and I am sans Eric and Todd. So we brought in the Tortoise.
What's going on, people? Hey, it's Mike, November 3. Mike Foxtrot Lima, coming to you live from the old Massachusetts.
All right. Before we get into our topic, we want to let you know that you can be part of the Live Free and Ham community in several ways. You can connect with us on Discord. You can always visit the Live Free and Ham Discord. The link is in all of the show notes. You can leave us a voicemail if you've got a question or you just want to give us a ration of grief. The phone number there is 978-233-1142. And like I say, you can always call us for a good time. We now have the Live Free and Ham All-Star Hub, and that node number is 580871. And don't miss out because we are doing monthly live streams, finally, right? But we have tag teamed with the Ragchew crew to do our monthly live stream. So you want to make sure you click that bell so you don't miss out. And don't forget, subscribing is free. And so thank you to all the subscribers. Please feel free, if you so choose, support the show by visiting our storefront at livefreeandham.com/shop, where we've got awesome t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, stickers, and all kinds of other fun stuff for you to pick up. You can join us on Patreon. All of our Patreon members get access to our episodes before they're released. They get to chime in while we're recording and join us during these episodes. They get discounts, free merch, and sticker packs. Eventually, we're going to do a private member-only stream, so don't delay. Become a Patreon member so you won't miss out on that one. And there is also a private Discord and a private episode link for every Sunday's episode, and so much more.
You can join for as little as $3 a month. It's not a big expense.
All right, let's get into the mailbag. And since Todd's not here, I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
Everybody, we got some news.
Slow down, Boog. Let me handle this. We've got some news. I've got bad news and bad news.
I have reviewed ship's personnel, Captain.
Congratulations, you've got mail.
All right. Yes, indeed, we do have voicemails.
What's in the bag,
We've
Paul?
got three. We've got 3 voicemails, and we've got 2 Winlinks. So let's listen to the first voicemail. And
hello,
Hey,
my name is Dave. My call sign is N0KM. I'm watching Ham Radio Clubhouse. We're talking about 146.52 and other things. So, have a good evening or good morning. You're probably the next day. Who knows? 73.
Yes, he was listening to the Live Free and Ham podcast.
well, 73, Dave. Thanks for leaving us that voicemail. Our next one comes from Eeyore himself.
Can I put? Oh man, I want to put bets on that if it was going to be him or not.
Hey guys, just guys have been wondering because I haven't been calling in, and I didn't want you to think I've been sent to a mental institution with a straight jacket and everything. So, but I'm fine. Playing Poda. I went out yesterday. I did 2 Poda parks. Using ATAS to like set the little wires. But I'm fine. I hope all you all fine, and maybe we should get together on a Friday night.
Somebody needs to go and visit Mr. Izzo and cheer him the fuck up.
Oh, I think there's plans in the works for that.
All right, we got one more voicemail.
Where's it at? Paul,
Are you not
where's
hearing
it
it?
at? No.
Oh, well, shit. All right, technical difficulties. Oh, yep, you're right. No, this one just happened to be going out to the wrong thing. Okay, here, I fixed it.
Hey guys, how you all doing? This is Bob. I didn't want this to just be an Izzo voicemail line, so I thought I'd check in with you all. The weather here has been really crazy. I know you all have been getting some good warmer weather. I hope the snow is melting away. Here today, this high is supposed to be 70. Tonight it's supposed to get down to 22 with snow possible. And tomorrow night, the low is supposed to be 16. So I hope it doesn't come your way. Hope to see you tonight in the podcast. Today is Sunday, so I'm guessing you'll be recording another podcast tonight. See you all later. Bye.
70 to 22?
Yes, indeed.
What?
That's one hell of a swing.
Yeah, it is.
That is one hell of a swing.
That's like a New England thing.
Well,
you know, it's 70 during the day and 10 below at night. It's like, what the hell? That's crazy.
All right. Well, thanks for those voicemails. Keep them coming. 978-233-1142. Call us for a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Here we go. We got a couple of Winlinks. So our first Winlink comes from KD9YSW. And Chris writes, Mother Nature sucks. Well, guys, first off, got a shot in the knee because they found I only had a small arthritis spur, not making my kneecap move correctly. So shots instead of surgery. Hey, that's a win. Last one next week, and it will help for regrown the barrier around the bone in that area. Well, looking at the big snowstorm headed towards Wisconsin, then last week it was almost 65. Mother Nature needs to make up her mind. New HF antenna will go up when the weather looks better again, but the 5.2 simplex challenge is keeping me busy. 5 contacts, and well, I suggest people go check out the videos that I have been doing it. Other than that, let's all make RF weird again, figure out where a wire can go, put it in there, and have some fun. 7-3, KD9, YSW, Chris, Radio and Life.
That's what I thought that was.
Well,
okay.
Chris, yeah, Mother Nature tends to be drunk in the spring, usually. I think, at least for 25 and 26, Mother Nature has been completely inebriated the entire fucking time. But hopefully warmer weather is coming your way, Chris.
Mother Nature
and good
is
news on the knee
off her
front.
meds. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a she's a bipolar schizophrenic off her meds.
Oh my God. I mean, it got to 50 today with the sun out, and it said it was supposed to be cloudy all day. I don't get it. None of this shit makes sense to me. And Chris, I hope your knee gets better. I know how knee locks up goes and you can't bend it or anything else and stupid stuff. I just rub my knee just thinking about it. Sheesh. So, Paul, what we got next on the list?
All right. The next Winlink comes from W3PIG, and the subject is coffee. And so he writes, I'm a little behind the show here, but just caught the episode with the discussion on coffee. Just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Coffee sucks. I'm pretty sure most people that drink it don't even like it. That's why they add 3 pounds of sugar and more flavors than Baskin-Robbins offers.
Dude,
they start drinking it.
Sugar.
Yeah, he says they start drinking it just out of peer pressure and then get hooked on the caffeine, so they have to keep drinking it, in addition to the continued peer pressure through adulthood. Plus, coffee drinkers' cars eventually end up gross. You see all the little sticky spots from spilled coffee over the years that gets in the nooks and crannies and can't be easily cleaned. Also, I find coffee drinkers to be some of the laziest workers. Besides their hanging out together, just drinking coffee and chit-chatting, you run into the people when you question, hey, did you get started on that assignment or project yet? You get responses along the lines of, I haven't really done anything yet. I got to have my coffee. Finally, there's the stale coffee breath that people get. So just remember this, kids. Even if all your friends are drinking it, just say no to coffee. 73 W3PIG.
Dude, I
Wow.
had a drill sergeant who, in basic, I don't think he ever brushed his teeth because it smelled like perpetual coffee and cigarettes. It was bad. Oh God, it was bad. You knew he was behind you because you could smell him. Ugh.
Now, all right. I mean, maybe it's just me, but like I don't need coffee. I drink coffee because I enjoy it, and like I don't have to put sugar in it, but when I do, it's black with 1 teaspoon of sugar. And yeah, maybe I do end up with bad breath, but that's what breath mints are for. It's kind of like, deodorant for people that stink. Like, there is a solution to your problem.
Yes.
And as far as coffee drinkers being lazy, and I think that might just be your work.
Most definitely is going to be his job.
Yeah.
Because most of the people I know that are drinking that much coffee are usually wired and just going every place.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I worked in the trades for 20 some odd years. And we thrived on coffee and cigarettes. Yeah. Like, that's, yeah. But everybody worked hard. Like, you drank your coffee when it was time to drink your coffee. But like, the rest of the time you were working. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe poor W3PIG has just had a really bad experience with coffee drinkers, and it has completely soured him to anybody that drinks coffee.
Exactly. That's terrible. He shouldn't come to Nearfest then. Because during the morning it's coffee and at night it's booze, so.
All right. Well, before we completely move on here, I just want to throw out a reminder. Even though we haven't done a Do Good segment in a good long while, we are still taking submissions for people doing good.
Yes.
Because we all aspire to do good in ham radio. And so whether you're assisting during a disaster, providing communications for a local road race, or you're hosting a POTA meetup, whatever it is that you're doing, let us know. You don't even have to send us a Winlink. Send it via carrier pigeon. I don't care. Let us know what you're doing, because we know you're doing good things out there. We're just not hearing about it. And All righty. Guess what?
Uh-oh.
It's everybody's favorite segment.
Oh, God bless.
It's everyone's favorite segment.
And now, a little something extra with Todd. W1STJ.
We love Todd.
All right. Yeah. We do love Todd. Todd is not feeling well this evening, so Tortoise is filling in for Todd. And just to make things just nice and easy for everybody, we're going to help some people out, and we're going to do some technician questions. So tonight's first question for you, Tortoise, comes from the technician sub-element number 5. And the question is, what describes the number of times per second that an alternating current makes a complete cycle? Is it A, frequency, B, speed, C, pulse rate, or D, wavelength?
I'm going to go with A, frequency.
Final answer?
Yeah.
And A is correct.
You'd think I've passed my tech license in 1992.
Dude, the tech pool has changed a lot since then.
Oh, yeah, it has.
So, as a helpful reminder here, the frequency determines how frequently the current reverses direction. Another way to remember is to analyze the units of each term. So pulse rate is beats per second. Speed is meters per second, miles per hour. Wavelength, meter. Frequency, times per second, or hertz. All right, Tortoise, you're off to a great start.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the 2 out of 3.
Question number 2 comes from sub-element number 7. Question is, what can you do if you are told your FM handheld or your mobile transceiver is over-deviating? Do you A, let the transceiver cool off? B, talk farther away from the microphone? C, talk louder into the microphone? Or D, change to a higher power level?
I'm going to go with B, Paul.
Final answer.
Yep.
And B is correct. Oh, shit. There we go. All right. So, to further explain, the louder voice signal in an FM transmitter, the greater the frequency deviation of the modulator. So if we are over deviating the frequency, then we need to reduce the amplitude of our voice. Therefore, the correct answer is to talk further away from the microphone or not so loud. All right, now the third and final question of the evening has a graphic. This comes from sub-element number 6. And I can blow up the graphic for you if you need it. But the question is, what is component number 8 in the figure T2? Is it A, light emitting diode, B, an inductor, C, a regulator IC, or D, a resistor?
I think I'm going to. You're pointing to the correct one there. It's the diode.
That's
with
number
the
8.
squiggly little lines there, and that would be A, and a light emitting diode.
And Tortoise, you are an all-star. That is correct.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I keep hitting the wrong damn button. All right. So to give a little explanation for those that are studying for their technician exam, the black arrow with a line across the tip similar to component number 5, is the schematic for a diode. A light emitting diode has essentially the same characteristics of a regular diode, except that it also emits light. Therefore, the schematic symbol looks like a diode with a little zigzag arrow coming out to represent the light waves emanating from the diode. Well, there is no need for the 2 out of 3 tonight because you went 3 for 3.
Holy dog shit!
So if you're on your journey studying for your technician, general, or extra class license, in that case, hamstudy.org is an excellent resource for getting your ticket. It is recommended by every single VE that I know. So if you have recently received your license or upgraded, let us know because we'd like to recognize you on the next episode. And let me tell you, we've got some people to recognize. I've been a busy VEB. And so let's give a big shout out to brand new technician, Miss Cleary, Kilo Mike 7, Echo Uniform Zulu.
Congratulations.
Brand new technician, Mr. Higby, Kilo Charlie 1, Zulu Echo Zulu. And we've got a brand new extra, Mr. Andrew Kuchel, Kilo 9, Kilo Alpha Whiskey. Congrats on your extra. And hold on, we're not done. We also need to congratulate Mr. Christopher Razanowicz, Kilo Echo 9, Bravo Charlie Quebec, and Kilo Charlie 1, Zulu Alpha Foxtrot. So Christopher upgraded to General, and Mr. Theodore Scott, Kilos Charlie 1, Zulu Alpha Foxtrot, upgraded to Extra. So congrats on those upgrades. And we're almost done. I also took part in the Toads Clubhouse session. And so congratulations to 2 brand new technicians, Mr. Robert Davis, Kilo Mike 7, Fox Alpha Quebec, and Javier Fernandez, Kilo Romeo 4, Kilo Yankee Bravo. Brand new technicians. So welcome to the hobby and congratulations to all of you on your licenses and your upgrades.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations to everybody. Hey, we also did another Do It for the War on Thursday night. Chris Bowden passed his general test. His call escapes me off the top of my head, but I fell asleep during his extra test. And I was considered temporarily offline.
Now, I assume because you said he got his general, he passed the general, but did not pass the extra.
Correct. Yeah, he got 20 out of 35 or whatever it was, 20 out of 50. He didn't do very good.
Yeah, you need 37 on your extra.
20. Yeah, I literally was feeling like crap, so I laid down and I passed out and I forgot my camera was still on. Whoops.
I'm sure it won't be the last time.
No, I can guarantee that. Oh God, it was terrible. I could share that picture. That picture is freaking hilarious. Let me see.
Well, while you're looking that up, oh, there we go.
Dude, I was done. The new temporary.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Isn't it? No.
Absolutely.
That was harsh.
Well, now that you're well rested, why don't you tell us about your ham radio week?
Ham radio week. Hit a couple 5.2, seeing how I'm driving the POV to work until they get me a truck. was for as busy as Boston is, with other aspects of amateur radio, 5.2 is completely dead. Pretty much every morning, I literally just stopped recording my passes through southern Boston and going around 95 all the way up through, and just literally for the 26 miles that I get from the 93 split up to Woburn, just periodically checking 5.2 see if anybody's on there. Nobody. Did a little update on the old blue Tortoise there. He had an antenna delete, 2 antenna deletes. One was not my fault. One was by accident, and the other one I pulled off the antenna off the bumper, and added new fog lights yesterday because I had to do something because I was sick. I wanted to get some fresh air, so I went outside and did that. But other than that, not a whole lot going around, except being sick. Everybody's starting to get sick lately, and if you can hear it in my voice, I'm a little gravelly. But yeah, it's
you keep your sickness over there.
No, I will push it that way. You're in Texas, dude. You're nice and dry down there. It's the weather changes, the constant hot one day, cold the next, hot 2 days, cold one day. It's bumming on everybody's immune system. So it has not been real fun. Not fun at all. And I noticed that I had a tickle going on. I started coughing a little bit on Friday at work, and it just kicked my ass the whole rest of the weekend. I felt a little bit better yesterday afternoon from being outside, and then this morning felt and then the coughing started again. So it's actually been very quiet right now, the coughing. So that's very good. How was your week there, sir?
Well, so unlike everybody else that's doing recordings of their calling out daily on 5.2, I see zero need for me to record myself just calling out to no one. Unfortunately, like where I'm located, there is just nothing around. So I'm still calling out on 5.2 just to give it a whirl and make some noise on the airwaves. And you know, when I'm in the truck, obviously I'm calling out, but haven't picked up a whole lot of activity on 5.2 since I got to Texas. Wow, but that's all right. Yeah. When I first got into Texas, where the hell was I? Oh, I was in College Station, which is the home of Texas A&M. And I called out on 5.2, and KB5 UTY came back to me, and I couldn't hear him. So really? he called me, and he was like, "Hey, I hear you."
That's funny, but you can't hear me.
Yeah,
that is funny.
So I mean, I probably should and could put an HF antenna up, and I could play a little HF from the shack here, but I'm keeping busy doing so many other things. So yeah, not a whole lot of ham radio activity, but I'm giving it my best effort.
Awesome. Sorry, just
thanks for asking, man.
Well, I mean, what are friends for?
Yeah, see, and Mike says thanks for trying and being active. That's exactly what it's all about.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's what it's all about. We're just making some noise.
Sometimes more than others.
Well, and I'll tell you. So I've been talking a lot about ham radio this week because I went to the drop zone. Texas skydiving. What a cool little drop zone. And when I say little, I mean it's not size-wise small. It's a smaller drop zone. But they've got the caravan from the Poconos for the winter, so I didn't have to jump out of a 182. I mean, not that I would have minded. It just takes a longer ride up to altitude in a 182. So it's kind of nice that they got the caravan. I got some jumps in Friday, and I got some jumps in today. And everybody wanted to know, what is this radio? Why do you have this radio? And what does it do? So I did a whole lot of explaining, how we use the radio to make communications, right? And with the handheld, it's 5 watts, it's line of sight. So from the ground, you're only looking at, a radius of a couple miles. But from 12,000 feet, you're looking at about 100 miles. And so everybody was pretty intrigued and curious about that. And it even so much so that the people that I talked to on Friday about it must have told other people at the drop zone, hey, there's this crazy motherfucker who likes to jump out of planes with the radio. Because when I went today, they were like, oh yeah, no, somebody was telling me that, yeah, you're the guy. You're the guy with the radio. Okay, we get it.
Well, you're one of 2 guys with radios that we know of. You and Carlos.
Oh, yeah, me and Carlos, yeah. Well, and so I was explaining to somebody today, because they were asking, about the power. And I said, handheld's only got 5 watts. I said, but eventually I will get comfortable enough and be okay to get approved for jumping with like some type of a belly bag, where I could, maybe throw the 891 in there or something, and Reliance bug out mini, and I'll trail it out behind me like Carlos does. But as it stands right now, my canopy flight skills are okay. They're always improving. But I don't personally feel comfortable and confident in my abilities at this point to land with an antenna trailing behind. But I have no doubt that we will get there at some point in the near future, and I'll be able to do an HF parachute mobile jump, which I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I actually can't wait.
Yeah, parachute Jesus and Apostle Paul.
That'll be a riot. It's gonna be fun though, guaranteed.
So, absolutely, it's going to be a good time. Because Eric is off with family on the slopes, pretending he's in Aspen, and Todd is under the weather. This is the Grouch Steals Live Free and Ham, and thank you, Tortoise, for joining me.
Not a problem.
It would have been a hell of a boring show if it was just me.
Yes, it would. Actually, no, I don't think it would. I think it would be very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, thanks for thinking I'm interesting.
Dude, you are almost the most interesting man in the world. Almost. Freaking look.
Dos Equis.
It took me 52 years to figure out what the hell that meant. I was like, oh, it's 2 X's. Duh.
Yes, it's Dos Equis. Yeah, so we don't have a show topic per se. Todd had suggested, kind of talking about how we get people into ham radio, how we get them interested, how we tell them about it. And I don't know. I mean, that might be a good place to start, but we don't have to talk about anything ham radio related at this point from now until the end of the show, if we don't want to, because it's the Grouch Steals Live Free and Ham.
What do you want to talk about, man?
Your mom.
You can talk about her all you want. She's an urn buried in Albany, so I'm just saying.
All right. Well, it's much funnier when I do it to Todd then.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, before you go, do you want me to pick up that 900 megahertz, 250 watt amplifier? Question.
Oh.
It's $50. $50 is $50.
Wow.
Yeah. I sent it to him on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm always trolling stuff, and I saw that, and I said, I know who won't leave a band behind. That'd be Mike. So I sent it to him. I got the big googly eyeballs, like, ooh. So I think he's interested. I just got to reel that fish in.
Well, listen, I said this on a show a couple weeks back. I 100% would love to play with 900 megahertz. I'd love to play with P25. Maybe even some NXDN or some, M17. But I don't want a collection of radios that are only good for one thing, because to me, that's a waste of money. So if somebody has one of those radios and they want to send it to me so that I can play with it, and then I'll send it back to you when I'm done, I'm good on the Z.
Yes, he is. Well, you're good on the Z, but you're at. Are you going through Ranch 6 there for mailings, or what are you doing?
Yeah, so I use the Circle 6 mail drop. There it is. Your real Texas address wherever you roam. And I'm fortunate enough they are letting me stay here at their ranch while I'm here in Texas. It's really cool. But the mail service is phenomenal. Like, so when I get mail here, it doesn't matter where in the country I am. Vern will take a picture of it, or Renee will take a picture of it, and they'll send me the pictures of my mail. They'll say, what do you want? What do you don't want? And that way I don't have to deal with like forwarding junk mail that I don't need.
Exactly. Getting rid of the trash and the flyers and the stupid shit.
Yep. So they chuck that stuff for me. And then, like when I was in Florida, if I needed something sent, they would send it. But, towards the end there, I think the last month, I just said, yeah, you know what? It's not time sensitive. Just hang on to that, and I'll pick it up when I get there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they offer such a good service. They really do.
Yeah. And when I leave here and I go back up to Rochelle, Illinois, they'll just send me whatever mail I get that I want up there, and it'll be good. Yeah.
In most except for like banks, and including banks, most of it's they correspond via email now anyways. Oh, it's delicate information, most of it's over email. So I mean, as long as you pay attention to your email at least once a day, look at it, browse through it, you don't get totally wiped out. You're like, oh my God, I've got 21,000 emails. I actually have 21,000 unread emails in my mailbox. So,
dude, that would drive me bananas.
Oh, I just look for that most of it's promotional shit and dumb shit that's unread, that like Gmail, how Gmail separates it out, like directed to you versus promotional versus this bullshit. Yeah. Most of the promotional and other bullshit I don't look at. I just right click on my inbox and say read all, or marked all as read.
I was going to say that's what I would do at this point. If I had 21,000, I'd just be like, what? Mark all red.
Yep. That's it. I have no idea. Sorry if
I haven't responded by this point.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, dude. All right. So when I was in Florida, check this out, right? I got an email. It was a production company looking for veterans that skydive because they're making a movie. Yeah, they're making a movie. It's called Parachute. and they're making it in Texas. And so I was curious, and I emailed back, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a veteran. I'm a skydiver, and I'm fairly new at skydiving, but I am a veteran, and I skydive." And they were like, "Great. We want you to do a casting video." And then they gave me the dates of the filming. And I was like, well, there's no point doing a casting video because I'm going to be leaving Texas mid-filming.
Oh, no.
But guess where they're filming?
Where?
Texas Skydive, the little drop zone that I went to.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's just an hour drive, Come up and hang out.
Yeah. So they had people there on Friday from the film crew that were like kind of scoping everything out, and now they've got a film trailer way down the end of the runway. And yeah, I guess starting next week or the week after, I think it's next week. The drop zone is only going to be open to the public on the weekends because Monday through Friday is filming.
And they're probably paying them a good amount of money too to do that.
It's got to be to shut down a drop zone for a week, or no, several weeks, right?
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
They're getting.
But I thought that was really cool. I was like, they're fucking making a movie.
Maybe you should hang back a little bit before you go to Illinois. Just saying. Just saying.
Skip safety day. Skip safety day. That doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm going to be in a movie.
You'll be fine. You'll be all right. Everything will be fine. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Non-hammer related.
I wonder if the donkeys are going to be in the movie too, because they got 4 donkeys.
I love those pictures that you posted. Those were hilarious. I'm just sitting there looking at the donkeys standing next to the airplane going,
Yeah. As you're waiting to get on the airplane, there's just 4 donkeys that hang out in the pavilion, and one of them really liked me, and so every time I would sit at the picnic table, it would come and it would put his head on my shoulder.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, what a cool donkey.
Well, I guess you're just gonna have to take him to Illinois, put him in the bed of the truck.
Put him in the RV.
oh no, bad idea. Oh my God. You would not have the interior RV would be destroyed by the time he got there. God.
Yeah, it would.
I could just imagine you opening the door, the whole thing is smashed out, and he's sitting in the back just looking forward from your ham shack going, what?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Ate all the wires and ate all the furniture, and yeah.
And from the turns and the bumps in the road, he falls over and smashes the table and the counters. Oh, Jesus. And he's literally just standing there looking at you like, what? This place was like this when I got here. Oh, that'd be freaking bonkers. So non-hammer.
Speaking of the RV.
What'd you do? Oh, yeah, I watched your video. I was going to make a boatload of comments on it, and I figured I would.
Comments are engagement, man. It helps.
I know. I just you group the two different sets of batteries. Is that a 48 volt system or 12 volt system?
12 volt.
Okay, so your low. Eventually, they will balance out, but your 100 amp hour batteries will die before your 300s. So what's going to happen is the 300s are going to try to charge the 100s, and it's unless they're all the same capacity, you're going to have discharge and charging issues.
Yep. And I know that at some point those 100 amp hour batteries are going to give me problems. But for the meantime, It's an extra 200 amp hours of capacity.
Correct.
And the way that I wired it, so the negative going into the inverter comes off of one of the 300s, and the positive comes off of one of the 100s. So it's the 100, 100, 300, 300, and that's how they're paralleled. Because if they were series, then it would stack the voltage.
I'm just looking at charge rates versus discharge rates. I always stack them in hundreds or whatever the capacities are. And the inverter, does your camper charge off the truck when it drives?
So it was, but now that's all disconnected.
Oh, okay. So you cap that off. All right. I was just wondering because I didn't know if that inverter had a DC to DC charger in it too.
Yeah, no, the inverter is also the battery charger. So I completely disconnected the factory DC to DC.
Okay. I was watching who was it? Vice Grip Garage the other night. He bought an old 80s Allegro, big giant 30-foot freaking monster RV that you could smell the old people in it kind of RV. And
just you could smell the mothballs through the screen.
Yeah. So dude, it was minty inside. Beautiful, beautiful inside. But he started the generator up and he was driving the RV. I said, and I'm like, oh no, his inverter's gonna smoke. Literally the next scene, his inverter was smoking because he was charging it from the RV and the damn generator. And I'm just sitting there going, oh no. I was like, yeah, you can't do that, dude. Yeah, he just smoked it. So he damn near froze to death the first night because he couldn't, because for some reason the furnace runs off the 12-volt house battery. So, well, that's stupid. So yeah, it ran off the 12-volt house battery, and seeing as how the inverter was smoked, so when he plugged it into power outside, yeah, it didn't charge his battery. So yeah, he froze to death. And so I just shook my head. There's some YouTubers that just don't need to be buying RVs, especially old ones. But
I think there's some people that just shouldn't be making YouTube videos.
This is true. But yeah, he does a really good job. His are funny, enlightening. You always learn shortcuts and Afro engineering. Also, he's a good old boy that just he gets shit done and gets home. And I think some of it's a little theatrical, but yeah, when he turned on the video and the whole RV is full of smoke from the I said, yeah, you can't theatricalize that. That was hilarious. So yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, if you have the charging system, that's why I went with Renogy. I mean, you got a great little beginner setup. But when you get to where you want to be in solid charging, either go Victron or go Renogy. Renogy's a lot cheaper, but it's just as good. Putting a DC to DC charger in so you can charge from the vehicle while you're driving. You can charge from solar panels, or you can charge from a power supply. Basically, that's all an inverter is a 12-volt power supply. So there's multiple ways of rigging up your camper to be basically fail safe.
Yeah, and eventually, what I want to do is have a at least a 4 battery bank of 300 amp hour batteries that are all the same, and then just coat the freaking roof in panels and, get like, I don't know, 2,500, 5,000 watts, whatever, right? Whatever I can fit up there. And yeah, I mean, the Victron, the one I was looking at, it's like $1,000. So I'd probably end up going with the Renogy just to save myself a couple pennies there. But
yeah, the Victron's a little freaking overpriced and it's all built in China. I don't give a shit what anybody says, especially Victron. It's Australian, just like my camper is Australian, just like the campers that come over from Australia are Australian. No, they go over to China. They give them plans. They said, here, build these RVs this way, and we'll pay you this much amount of money. And then the RVs get shipped to either U.S. or Australia. That's how they do it. The only campers that are made in Australia are Patriot campers, and they're a lot of this. But they're not going to die. They're not going to die. They're not going to fall apart.
Well, I mean, U.S. campers are made in the U.S. They're made in Illinois, right?
They're made by the Amish. Yes. Schaumburg. Indiana. Indiana. Yeah. Schaumburg. Elkhart. Yeah. And all of them are 90% of them are built up there. Your big RVs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And they're built by Amish.
Hey, even the Amish need work.
Yes, this is true. They can't own the tools, though. I don't know how the hell that works either. I just they can build. They
just work for the company.
Yeah, they can build a pole barn, but the craftsmanship on some of the RVs is a little bit better to be desired, I guess.
Oh, this thing is not built like a pole barn.
No, it is not. It's one by ones, paneling, some foam, and aluminum sheeting.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep. And I've already dude, there's so many things already that I've oh yeah, well, this should be warranted. I'm just gonna fix it because I don't want to deal with it. I had a chip in my window. One of my sliding windows had a chip right in the edge.
Yep.
And the Camping World that's where I bought it from. Because of course, Camping World, Campers Inn, those are the big ones. They just rape everybody that freaking buys from them. But yeah, no, I had to take the RV to them so that they could take pictures of it. And then 3 months later, email me to let me know that, no, the manufacturer isn't going to uphold the warranty because, well, that chip could have happened at any point that this trailer sat on their lot for 9 months. And, of course, Camper World is like, well, we're not going to own up to it. We're not going to eat that either. So $275 to replace the window. And I was like, you know what? I'll just deal with it until it breaks.
Right.
Whatever.
Or until it blows over, one of the two. Please be careful driving in Texas.
Oh, dude, it gets freaking windy here.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Be careful.
Because it reminds me of, anywhere in the Great Plains, like Southern Illinois, Mid Illinois, Nebraska, that whole area where it's just nothing but flat and all fields. That's what it's like here in Central Texas. It's nice. It's absolutely beautiful, but there is nothing to stop the wind.
I mean, it's flatter than a freaking frying pan in some of the places out there. The only place that you have any kind of wind protection is up around the hill country, and that's what, Central Texas, a little bit south.
From what I understand, it's kind of like Austin West.
Yeah.
And I'm east of Austin, so
I'm trying to think of where that town is. It's right in the middle of hill country. It's where Matt Carricker, Demolition Ranch. He's down in that area. Bernie, Texas. Boerne. Bernie. They call it Bernie. It's like Born, but they call it Bernie, Texas.
Okay.
It's really, that's where a lot of the flooding and stuff happened too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So
now, as somebody that's never, what?
None.
Okay. All right. Well, so this is my first time ever coming to Texas, right? It's amazing to me to see like the difference in houses. So like, I mean, farmhouses in New England, like the house is 3 times the size of the barn. Right? But here, like every single house is this tiny itty bitty little like frontier ranch. And then the barn is 4 times the size of the house.
Oh yeah. Well, because the only reason you needed to be in the house was to sleep and eat, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, New England houses, they're big and the barns are small because they don't do the farm work or the ranch work that they do in Texas. You know.
Well, and yeah, I mean, you're not farming year round in New England. You're spending
not at all
6, 8 months, you know, huddled in the house with your whole family and your extended family and your extended family,
trying to stay warm because oil prices are way too high, dude. Oil prices up here just went
tell me about
it. Almost 475. I'm glad I got my oil tank filled just before all this shit jumped off, and that was still $3.50 a gallon.
Well, I mean, even so, like when I was heading through Florida, Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana, I don't think I ever paid more than $3 a gallon for like the mid grade, the 93, and now it's like freaking 475.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it cost me $78 today to fill up my truck. I was like, this is absolutely insane.
As little as my truck is, it's costing me $50-$60, and that's every other day because I'm half a tank will get me up to Bernie and back, and then another half a tank to get me up to Woburn and back. So, I'm driving an hour and a half. I cannot wait till they give me a company vehicle. Dude, because I'm almost at a point where I almost cannot afford to drive up there back and forth.
Maybe they'll give you a gas card.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm about ready to throw my gas receipts at them and say, hey, look.
Do it. Be like, look, I'm only driving to and from work with this vehicle. Hook me up. Help me out.
Well, dude, I've got dogs going ballistic. I have Walmart sitting on my front stoop. What else we got going on? Is this it? Is this all we got for the
Walmart
podcast? Yeah, I got Walmart.
Walmart is at your front door?
Well, the groceries have been sitting out there since 8:00.
Do you need to go get them?
Yeah, I'd like to go get my groceries. Plus, I have to take a leak, and there's nobody else to throw it off to but you. So, And I know we're doing this for the Patreon members, et cetera, et cetera. So, my bladder, I'm sitting here going, all right, when do I get a chance to break loose here so I can pee?
Well, yes, we are doing this for the Patreon, but this is also going to be edited to be the full show. So,
right.
Eric, why don't we tell Eric, put a cut right here. Put a cut.
Eric, take a break. Let me go get my shit.
Go do what you got to do. We'll stare at your ceiling fan. You never know what's going to happen when Grouch takes over the Live Free and Ham show. I'll tell you though, I always question like what true happiness is, right? Like we all strive to be happy. And I was telling Tortoise this before the show. Dude, it dawned on me today as I was driving back from the DZ that after I skydive, it is 100% pure happiness. Like all of the worries and the problems and everything just doesn't matter. And I'm just happy. And so, like I knew coming back, I was going to have to do some show prep and I was going to have to host this. I was like, yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stress about it because why? So many times we give too many fucks about everything. And so if you don't know, I am a big proponent. I think everybody should read Mark Manson's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It is truly eye-opening as to how much we think of other people judging us, when in all reality, like everybody's doing the same thing and they're thinking the same thing. So they're not actually judging you. So there's no reason to feel ashamed or embarrassed about anything. You could literally go out and you could walk Main Street in a chicken suit and you might get a couple looks, but not one single person's going to like judge you or stop you or question you for whatever you're doing. Like people are so self-consumed, they don't care. So we all just need to stop giving a fuck about what other people are thinking about us because it doesn't matter because they're not really thinking about us. Exactly, Ted. No one pays as much attention as we think they do. Welcome back, Michael.
Paying attention to?
I was talking about how I was feeling truly blissful and happy coming home from the DZ today, and how we all just need to stop giving so many fucks about everything. And I said you should read Mark Manson's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Because, like, seriously, we put so much pressure on ourselves all the time. We're always putting pressure on ourselves. We think everybody's judging us. But the truth of the matter is everybody is so self-consumed that nobody's judging us at all. And so, so Ted chimed in there and he says, think about how little you think about other people. And that is how much others think about you. That's spot on, Ted. Like, dude, we are all self-consumed people. And so, like, think of how much you judge other people. That amount of judgment is coming right back at you. It's next to nothing. It's next to nothing. Nobody gives a shit. And that's why, I think Eric thought that I would have like been ashamed or embarrassed or whatever with, skydiving in a animal onesie or a Borat bathing suit. I give zero fucks, and nobody else is gonna fucking give a fuck either. Like it just doesn't matter. So why not? Let's have some fun with it. Look at Bob hasn't given a fuck for 15 years.
Dude, I just have images of you in a bunny onesie. Fucking ears are straight up in the air.
All right, I will have to find the picture. But I have an adult-sized Christmas Story bunny outfit.
Oh no. You have one?
I have one. Not with me. It's at my house.
Dude,
but
just let me
there's-
know, and I'll go up to New Hampshire and get that son of a bitch. I will call Eric, and and we will drive over there, and we'll knock on the door and say we want the fucking rabbit suit now.
Where's the Christmas Story bunny suit? And she'll get it for you. She knows where it is. Yeah.
Where's the rabbit suit? Paul said he wants a rabbit suit. Where the fuck is it? Give it here.
Yep.
I will die with that pig fucking rabbit suit. Oh my god.
He looks like a pink nightmare. Do you want to take it off? Go take it off.
Classic movie. And the Chinese food. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I never realized, like, I always thought it was a joke with the Asians and the fa ra 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 ra. But in all actuality, I watched like a documentary on this. There is no L in their language.
Nope, there isn't.
And so that's why L's become R's, because it doesn't exist. And I was like, oh, that fucking makes so much sense now.
That and because Chinese is a very hard language to transliterate, literal translation back and forth. A, B, it's such a hard language. I thought English was bad. I was actually doing a little bit of trying to learn Chinese, and I was like, oh no, this is no. You know, put a little house with a dog in it for writing, and no, that was not. I can say a few things, you know, like thank you, hello, welcome, stuff like that, but other than that, no.
Yeah, I never learned any Chinese. I learned enough Japanese to like count to 10 and say thank you. Thank you for teaching me. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for teaching me.
Shishini. That's Chinese. Thank you very much.
Ich ni san chi go ruk sich hutch. Something like that. The numbers. Japanese.
I don't know. You're asking me. I have no clue. I'm a typical white guy. I have no idea. I can tell you the difference between Korean writing, Japanese writing, and Chinese writing, simplified, and Mandarin, but I couldn't tell you what the hell.
Well, they all look very different.
They do. But sometimes, you know, like the Mandarin and the simplified are almost. There's a lot of symbols that are the same. Because why change?
Okay.
Them? Yeah. But like Korean and Japanese, you can definitely tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
Korean is crazy. I had a friend of mine, Vietnam vet, who had a Korean wife, and oh my God, she was a firecracker. Jesus, holy crap. English was a second language for her, but she was very outspoken.
Oh
yeah. She was the get the fuck off my lawn. Her husband wasn't. She was fuck off my lawn. So yeah. So this little booger, I know nobody in the podcast can see it, but I have a PWRD from Seed Studios, and last weekend I did all the little programming to it, and I threw it up in the dash, or not the dash, but the visor of my truck with the antenna sticking down, so it was in a vertical orientation. And I've hit hundreds, if not thousands, of nodes all the way up through Massachusetts, from my house all the way up. I've been hitting nodes from New Hampshire up in Woburn. It's crazy how far Meshtastic and Meshcore has blown up, not just in the ham world, but just in the regular world. It's insane. It's like, wow. just blew my mind. Where just a couple months ago there was nothing there. Now it's all over the place. So people are definitely catching on to these little boogers.
And look at you bringing it right back to ham radio.
Yep. No, that was the other time.
Oh, okay. But it's funny. Like basically from Louisiana to here, I didn't pick up a single other note. And while I'm here, I've got the T-Beam Supreme that's always running in the trailer. And I wasn't picking anybody up. So I was like, I got the solution to this. I'm going to go skydiving with my Note. And sure enough, freaking Austin lit up like the 4th of July.
you get back to your phone. When you get back down, you look at your phone and go, holy shit.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing what a vertical antenna on 900 can reach, 915 megahertz. And yes, Bob, there is a regular world out there. A world other than ham radio. I know we always, I know this is the Live Free and Ham podcast. This is amateur radio, and we try to stay on the amateur radio genre, so to speak. But it's there's a billion and one ham and ham adjacent things that tie directly back to it. So it's just what we do and where we go. I've got a ham at work. His name is Kenny. Older gentleman. He just hasn't been in ham radio for a while. And the more I was talking about it, the more he's kind of seems like he's interested in getting back in. There's another kid. His dad, he works with me. His dad was a ham radio operator, so he got his tech license. I said, dude, the work you do, you can pass your freaking general. Come on, man. Let's go get your general. And he was like, yeah, sounds like a good idea. So, trying to get it in, get people back involved, I guess, or more involved. I love it. It's, I work radio 24/7 at work and at home. I don't have the radios on tonight because I'm giving them a break. But when I come home, I sit at the desk, I turn the radios on, turn the computer on, see who's got the latest video out, and see whose podcast or live stream I can crash that night or crash in at night. Has become the local flavor, but it's just I mean, I've been a ham radio operator going on 34 years this year. And, I wasn't forced into it. My dad was a ham, but he wasn't active. Or he wasn't a ham. He let his license expire. He was originally WB2 MEQ. And then he let his license expire. And then we went to go to take the tech test together, and he failed it, and I passed it because he was studying while I was driving, which was hilarious. Things you got away with back in the day. He was literally had the technician manual reading and driving. I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad, put the freaking book down. But my electronics teacher told me I wouldn't graduate high school unless I got my ham license. He goes, you did all of this so you can learn radio electronics separate from the rest of the idiots that were in my class. So, it was a thing, Gene Lang, K3PSI. How cool a call sign is that? He's 80. He's 87 or 88 now. Jesus. He was old back then. But dude's a freaking genius in some of the stuff he would do and talk about, and we'd work on in projects thanks,
yeah,
Bob.
Bob doesn't think you're that old yet.
I'll be 53 next month, April 3rd. Yay! Somebody else has a birthday the same as me too. Who the hell was that?
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave's birthday. Him and I's birthday is on the same day. Yep. Except I'm older than him.
Yeah, Mesh Dealer Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to send him something for his birthday. See if he reciprocates. I'm gonna send him.
He's gonna be here tomorrow.
Oh, is he? I might get him
Yeah.
a pink flamingo to hang in his background or something. Yeah, I'm tired of looking at 3D printers, so gotta liven up the background a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's I was out of it for a little bit, and then within since I've been here the last 5 years, I've been super active, and a lot of it's because of you guys, because of the Lift Free and Ham group, and the ham community, and as Shannon likes to say, the Hamily.
The Hamily.
Yes, the Hamily. Oh God, I'm talking
Smoke another
too much.
one.
Yeah, no. I'm officially out. That's probably why I'm coughing. But even Poto Power, Vaughn and Julie, they've welcomed me in unimaginably. Literally gave me the keys to their YouTube kingdom. So to help them out where I can and when I can. But they're an awesome team. They're fun as hell. And I couldn't think.
Yeah, real good people.
I couldn't think of a two better people to hang out with, and or call for bail money. So
yeah, Julie texted me today. I had just landed from a jump, and I heard my phone go off, so I checked it a little bit later. But she was just like, "Hey, I miss seeing your face. Like, hope you're doing well. Thought you might miss the villages." And so she had taken a video of one of the squares at the villages. And so I sent her a message back, and I was like, thanks. I'm glad you're thinking about me. Like, I miss you guys too. It was a ton of fun hanging out with them. But so, like, I mean, I rarely go on the Book of Faces, but when I do, one of the former town councilors and Merrimack State Representative, the Healy's, they moved from Merrimack, New Hampshire, to the villages. And so all I ever see in my Facebook feed is videos of the villages. And I'm like, I'm really not, I'm not missing much.
no, sorry. Did you figure out which loofahs you're going to hang from your golf cart?
No. I have a black one. I don't know what a black loofah means, but I'm sure there's a chart and I can figure it out.
well, let's investigate that. What is a black loofah?
What does a black loofah mean in the villages? Oh, and a happy early birthday to Bob. He's 10 days after you, Tortoise.
Is he really? Holy smoke.
Officially quit smoking the 22nd of February after smoking a pack a day for 50 years. Fucking A, Bob. Congratulations.
Okay. So black, a full swap. Those who say what the hell, let it all go down. That fits.
Jesus.
Full
I don't
swap.
have anybody with me to swap.
Yeah, I know.
And please don't fuck my dog. Like, I don't think he'd enjoy it.
You can hang a white one, which is the novices and beginners.
Okay. All right. So I gotta buy a white loofah then for the next time I visit the villages.
I would die.
And I'll just I'll clip it onto my belt loop. So it's just a white loofah hanging from my belt loop.
Just make sure you don't get a teal one.
Oh, what is teal?
Bisexual, for those that want to increase their dating chances.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't me. I find nothing attractive about the male form.
No, I don't.
Nothing. No, that's not to say that like I can't look at like Chris Helmsworth and go, yeah, fucking dude's a good looking dude. Like he's fucking ripped and he's got a pretty face. Like he's a good looking dude. But is there any attraction there? Fuck no.
Nope. Not having that.
Nope.
Not today.
I am strictly snatchily.
All right,
Eric is going to absolutely hate this show. The amount of fucks that I've dropped, and now I said snatchily. He's going to be like, "Oh, I got to edit this."
This week's Live Free and Ham podcast brought to you by Snatchly and Fuck. So here's something ham related, ham adjacent related. Oh shit, that's bright.
A flashlight? It's a very bright flashlight.
No, it's
all right. We'll turn the light off so we can see what it is. Then
hold on. I can turn it.
Is it a sad light?
It's a very sad light.
No. You know what I mean? The seasonal affective disorder.
No, this is a cold foot light. So I have my tripod. Oh, there it goes. So I just
Yep, I got that same one.
I just ordered a rig for it. So it'll hold the cell phone, but it also hold a light too.
Oh,
it's cold foot.
So that way, when you're filming yourself, you've got studio lighting in the wild.
There you go, and it has like a yellowish light and a whitish blue. So it's
all right.
It's also a small rig.
Bob is late to the show, so Eric is pretending he's in the Alps. He's snowboarding up in Loon. And Todd is very, very sick. He is under the weather. And so Eric didn't ask for permission, but I gave Todd permission. So I said, listen, we will take this straight off the rails.
Hey, wait, no, I was part of that conversation. If you remember, with that little 3-way call that we had there. And I said, Eric's like, no, I'm going to be skiing. So it's up to Todd and Paul what they do. I said I'll fill in for Eric, and didn't hear anything at all until tonight. And then Todd's sick, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in. And see, I am sick too, Todd. So
Eric sent a Discord message to Todd and I, and you said, hey, listen, I'm gonna be on Loon with my family doing the family thing. So I won't be there. And he goes, Tortoise agreed to fill in for me. And so I thought that meant, because the way that I read it was Tortoise is going to be Eric for the show. And so I said to him, I said, well, I hope you trained your replacement really well.
No. I'm the DEI hire of this show. I'm just here to make the show look good. That's all.
Well, you certainly look better than I do. So
no, you're grizzing out because you can. I had to shave mine for that two freaking interviews. I said, yeah, I'm not going to go looking like Grizzly Bear. I'm going to clean up a little bit. So it's starting to grow back, but it took me like a year just to grow what I had. Pissed me off.
Wow.
Yeah, for some reason, the older I get, the slower it grows. So I don't know.
Well, that's because instead of growing out of your face, it's coming out of your ears, the top of your ears, and your nose.
Oh, God, I hope not. God, I hope not. Really? No, it's not my ears. That was my dad. Ugh. I was like, dude, go trim your freaking ears, would you? No, his beard is not pink. Yeah, well, it kind of is because of the background.
Yeah, So at some point,
it's real pink.
At some point, what I need to do is I need to change my lighting. According to AI, lighting is my problem because I've got a lot of lighting in the front of me, and then the light then reflects off the background, which is fuchsia, and so that reflection gets picked up. So yeah, so AI told me that I need lights with barn doors so that I can direct the light, and I can make it so that only the background gets certain lights, and then only me gets certain lights. Yes. the lipstick that I'm not wearing, but
you can't even see your lips anyways, except for your lower ones. So
yeah, well, that's because I need to trim. My cheeks are all overgrown, and underneath is all overgrown. Yeah, I need to do a trim.
I'll do a trim tomorrow. Dude, this commuting for work blows when it's in my own vehicle. I'm due for an oil change, but my truck's really good on oil. So, but
what's your commute these days?
Let me see. So
you don't know how long it takes you to get to work?
Well, it depends on the traffic day. So,
okay, so on a bad traffic day, how long does it take you?
About an hour and 45 minutes.
Ooh.
On a good traffic day, about an hour. Friday was freaking swinging. There was nobody out.
Where are you going? Worcester?
No, Woburn. Just north of Nashville, north of Boston.
Oh, yeah, because
yes, I'm in freaking
right.
Rehoboth.
Yeah, you're in the other side of the state. Yeah. It would actually be closer for you to go to Worcester.
Yeah, it would. Actually, it would. It would take me about a half an hour to 45 minutes to get to Worcester.
Yeah, okay.
Because all I'd do is I'd get up to 295, take 146 right in Worcester. Now, there's an office in Providence, and there's an office in Bridgewater. And they want me in the office in Woburn. I was like, fuck. Why?
Because, Bridgewater sucks, but, like, at least it would be easier for you to get in and out of.
Yeah. And the wife literally works 2 minutes down the street, too. So, there's that.
In Bridgewater?
Yeah. She runs.
Then you could carpool.
No, I'm not carpooling. Not happening.
You just drop her off, and you go, "All right, honey, I'll pick you up when I'm done work."
No,
then,
it would be ejectocito, because I want to boogie and yell it and scream at all the people that are on the road. But that's me. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely I think what hurts most is it's actually coming out of my wallet to get to work. So, having pink beard is a chick magnet. Yeah, if you're never.
Dude, did you see the glitter beards? Remember that was like a fad for a while, the glitter beards?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was stupid.
This guy never had a glitter beard.
If you were going to like Burning Man or something, then you could probably get away with a pink beard.
Yeah, that would easily be an attractive thing at Burning Man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they would instantly assume, oh my God, it's a masculine liberal man? Oh.
Oh, masculine anyways.
Emotional damage.
I forgot that box was sitting here all damn night, man. God bless. And Eric, this one's for you. And
what was it?
The Pornhub tune.
Oh.
Every time somebody mentions only hams.
Holy dog shit!
Let's see, Arlie Armory, he played, but the Pornhub one didn't play.
Really? Interesting.
At least I
It
didn't
looks to
hear
me
it.
like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
That's great.
I love my box. I love my Stream Deck.
Oh.
I'm so glad you guys turned me on to it.
R.I.P. Gunny. R.I.P. Gunny. We will miss you.
Yeah.
Dude, we lost some freaking greats lately. Fucking Chuck Norris.
No, he was the greatest. He's not a great. He was the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he went to a zoo. He went to go pet a lion, or it was a tiger. And when he went to go pet the tiger, the zookeeper dude said, if you hear any growling or whatnot, just start backing up. So he went in to go pet the tiger, and the tiger growled, and the tiger backed up and away. Just saying.
See, I heard that Chuck Norris only died because he had to go and kill the Ayatollah again, because Chuck Norris is the only man that can kill somebody twice.
This is correct. And, you know, all the Muslims don't have to worry about 72 virgins because they're all taken care of already.
Fuck are. There's no longer virgins in heaven.
Did you see the AI where Chuck Norris broke out of the casket, walked up to the camera, and took the the little sign that was there for Chuck Norris's funeral thing with his picture on it, and just pushed it off to the side and walked up and smiled? He like broke out of the casket. I was like, oh my God, if that was real, I would die. I mean,
literally.
who, if not him, could pull that prank off?
Yeah.
You know,
I'd be changing my shorts for sure.
Oh yeah. Like what the? No. He was getting up there in age though. I'm thinking it was just, you know, I mean, you can do so much health and so much rowing on a stupid machine or whatever that he always advertised, but you know, the heart just lasts so long, you know.
The thing is, we all have an expiration date. We don't know when that expiration date is, but like, dude, it amazes me that people don't realize, like, in the grand scheme of things, the human lifespan is like a speck of time.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is so minuscule, the human lifespan. And we make such a big deal of it.
The human life, somebody told me that one time that the human's lifespan is like a mote of dust in the universe.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a particle floating through the galaxy. That's it. Bloop, done.
Yep.
I mean, what are you going to do?
But I mean, that's why, like, I don't know. I guess I had this realization when I hit 40, and I was like, all right. First of all, I didn't expect to live to see 30, but I lived and I saw 30, and I lived my 30s, and then I hit 40, and I said, all right, now reality is fucking setting in, because
that's the midlife crisis.
At my best, right? At my best, I'm going to see 80, and this is the midpoint of my life. And what have I done with it? None of the things that I wanted to do, you know?
And now you're doing it. Oh, I mean, it's all relative, dude. I mean, I remember when I was younger, my mom said, you're not going to live past 29. she died before I turned 29, and I was like, oh well, I know one of us just went. I said, you sure it wasn't you were talking about that was gonna die before I turned 29? Yeah, it's my mom was 65. She was just riddled with cancer. It was a shame,
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, I miss my mom and I miss my dad. Even though my dad was an asshole, I still miss him. I miss talking to him. I still have voicemails on my phone from my dad.
Dude, my dad's still alive, and I miss him.
Yeah, I know.
And he just doesn't want anything to do with me. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Listen, people make their choices in life, and the best that we can do is make the best decision with what we've got. And so he made his choice, and the one thing I will say is my kids will always know that no matter what, I will never turn my back on them.
My kids,
because I know what it feels like. I will never turn my back on my kids, no matter what they do.
I talk to my boys at least once a week, at minimum. My oldest boy is in. Here's a funny joke, a funny story. My oldest boy is in Hawaii, so I sent him a text. I said, "You in the life raft yet?" He said no, but it's pretty damn close. He goes, "It's really bad out here." He's on. He is working contractually for a newly brought up Marine unit. He's working on the engines for C-130 H models, H or J models. And he goes, Dad, it's such a shit show here. I said, well, when you put a bunch of dudes together, they eat crayons and want to kill everything. What do you get? What do you want, man? And I said, I know you were Air Force. You didn't get the hoo-ah shit and the hoo-hoo shit and the hoorah shit. So,
hoorah!
He wasn't part of that. But I'm proud of him. He served. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's two things that Marines are really good at: fighting and fucking. And everything else comes secondary to those two.
I'm not going to argue with that point. My brother Jimmy has, I don't know how many damn kids. So he's probably got more kids than he knows of either. Sounds like me. I was Army.
I mean, I've got a Hawaii question for you.
You know what? That's a very good point. A good question. But I think it was part of the Eisenhower road system.
Oh, the highway system. Yeah.
Yeah, so they could get military equipment back and forth. I think it was part of that system. Even though it's not continental to the US, you still need to move men and material.
Yeah, I remember when I first learned about the significance of like the Eisenhower highway system and how it's specifically designed so that there is no long stretch of road that is straight, because it's boring and it'll put you to sleep.
That too, but they were also built to move tanks and guns and everything from one side of the country to the other in a rather expedient fashion. If you could not fly them, you drove them. So, the Eisenhower interstate system.
Or train.
Or train, because none of the freaking train lines run in a straight fucking line either. So, I feel sorry for having to got to go here to go there. It's like it's basically like driving in Massachusetts. You can't get there from here.
Can't get there from here.
Yeah.
But if you go down the roadways and you cross over the river and you go up that ways, and you turn right at the Blue Barn,
Why can I not see you like that when you're like 75 or 80?
Dude, that's my plan, right? When I'm up at that age, like I want a little freaking cabin in the middle of nowhere in the Great North, and Errol Dummer, I don't give a shit. Put me somewhere up there. Give me at least 10 acres, and put the house right in the middle of it, and y'all just leave me the fuck alone. All right, look, I think we have thoroughly destroyed the Live Free and Ham reputation in this one show, and I'm not proud of it.
Oh no, not at all. We could do a lot more. We could do a lot more damage.
Well, I figure, I mean, it's as good a time as any to put a bow on things, as Eric always says.
Yep. I got to put groceries away too.
All right. Well, hey, I thank you for joining the Live Free and Ham podcast community. We truly appreciate each and everyone that supports the show, and we can't thank you enough. And man, if you made it through this episode, we really can't thank you enough. Again, if you want to connect with us, you can head over to our Discord server and join the conversation there. The link is in all of our show notes. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and catch all of the excellent content there. Don't forget, click the bell so you know that when we go live. Leave us a review using the SMS link located in all the show notes, or leave us a voicemail at 978-233-1142. You can support the show by joining our Patreon or buying us a beer. And finally, please visit livefreeandham.com to learn all about the show, check out our latest swag, and find out anything and everything that you could want about our show, our hosts. So I'm the Grouch saying thanks again for listening, and from all of us at Live Free and Ham 77.
Later, y'all. Have fun.
Bye.